the center of the snow band, and it looks like to me that this is saying that we are going to be driving through some pretty heavy snow. However, I'm not seeing anything. If it's snowing, it ain't making it to the ground. Not making it down to the ground. Not at all, not at all, not at all. I was thinking that we might see some. I'll show you where I'm at. And I'm the white dot in the center of the blue. And it's showing that it's a pretty heavy band of snow. But I don't see no snow. See nothing. So it's got to be up in the sky, and it just ain't making it down to the ground. It's 34 degrees, but we're not even seeing any precip on the windshield. So I mean, YouTube's not receiving any data from this live stream. Sure looks like it is. Ah, here we go. We're in some snow. I just seen 2 flakes. Maybe a little bit more than that. We need to find us a background that's got some contrast to it so that y'all can see this. Light flurries. We'll pull over up here. First country road that we can get that faces off to the north, which I think is going to be right up here in just 1 second. We for sure are getting in the snow. So we are just to the west of Bartlesville. And yeah, it's coming down pretty heavy now. Find a place to pull over that's got some dark background contrast to it, and you guys will be able to see this. Maybe right here, perhaps. I'm gonna shoot some phone video real fast. And there it is. You can see the snow coming down. Let me shoot this a little bit, and I'm going to send that off to the weather channel. trying to focus on the windshield there. All right. All right. Coming down heavy. Let me send this off real fast. All right. We are cooking. Snow is heavy. Coming down heavy. What is up there? Okay, Echo Weather. Got some decent snow coming down. Heavy snow. Look it up here in front. That is awesome. It keeps this up for any amount of time. And I'll show you the radar here real fast as to where we're at versus we are the white circle up there. And so we're basically right in the core of it. and it's kind of moving to the east and to the southeast at the same time. So northeastern Oklahoma, Bartlesville, Nowata, all the way over north of Tulsa, into the southeastern parts of Kansas, and if it stays together long enough, Missouri and northwest Arkansas, I'm probably going to see some snow coming down. We'll get back to the front screen though. So heavier core back there. The flakes were a lot bigger a little bit ago. Now, not so much. These are smaller in size. But it is still coming down. That's the main thing. So, I don't think that the band of snow is going to be very wide. It doesn't appear to be anyways. It might be that it's heavier snow up here in front of us too. There is a light dusting on the hay bales here, so that band that just we were able to capture just a second ago, pretty decent. Very light now. We may already be exiting out of the snow region. Quite possible. Eating ice cream? What? You're crazy. I'm just kidding. Ice cream actually sounds pretty good. I think we're going to see another band of heavy snow. And I do mean heavy. Heavy, coming down. Coming on down, snow, coming on down. I'm pretty sure that the ground temps are going to be way too warm for anything to stick. Elevated surfaces, different story. Not the ground. This is the first super duper cold spell that we've had basically all year. We've had a couple of little clippers coming by, but it wasn't nothing. It is 32 degrees outside, wind chills probably high 28, somewhere in that range, maybe a touch cooler. Looking at it coming down. This is pretty cool. I like it when it snows. It is very pretty. It's going to be getting dark enough here that you will really be able to see it in the headlights here. Bartlesville is getting their share of some pretty decent snow. I'll see it over here next to this tree coming up. It's that hazy look. Be able to see it once we get into town up here. You'll have some contrast, and the roadways are wet. Cars have got some snow on the roofs. up here and we have to stop at the traffic light, you will absolutely positively be able to see it. Copy that. I think possibly that there is maybe some snow that may be south of where we live. Look like on radar maybe. Maybe that's just a glitch, but it's not heavy like it was when we were looking at it when we were pulled over. The snowflakes aren't nearly as big as they were back there, but it's enough to take and coat the vehicles as we're driving. I mean, you're really going to get a good idea of what it looks like now because we're having to stop at the stoplight. So, turn the windshield wipers on because you can't see it otherwise. That guy's gonna lose control. I think this band is coming through is gonna be pretty heavy. It seems to be that it is increasing in size. Vehicles that are parked have a pretty decent little gathering of snow on top of them. Aaron Spencer, if you're on here with me still, can you look and see what the wind chills are near Bartlesville? I don't know that they're going to be too high because I think the wind has kind of died down. I gotta get up here. But if it did lay anything down heavily, we should be able to see it. You can kind of make out the snow over there on that rooftop as well. And so we gotta turn that windshield wipers on because the snow is bad enough that it's keeping the windshield wet. Between 29 and 27 degrees and 30 to 34 temps. Yeah, I've got 31 in my vehicle and I have 32 according to my phone, and that's what you guys are seeing on the live stream. So pretty chilly. I think we can turn it down a little bit, maybe increase the speed some. I would not want to be this guy that's having to work on that pole right now, because that has got to be cold. Try and put our defrost on and keep our windshield clean, and hopefully won't have to run the windshield wipers as much. But it's coming down pretty good. I like it. We ran all the way up to Nowata today, and did not see any precip at all. It was literally uneventful. I know Oklahoma City had some slips and trips and falls early this morning as people were on their commute to work, but nothing all the way over. We took Highway 51 over to Manford and then over Keystone Dam. Got to see some bald eagles along the way, and but nothing as far as road goes. They've salted and sanded the bridges here, so maybe they're expecting a little bit more than what is actually being said here. I can't get over beeps, so. So whenever the snow kind of decreases, the flakes get bigger, and then whenever it really gets bad, the flakes are not as big as we seen at the beginning. It's a heavier wave that we went through at the very beginning of this, but it's actually pretty decently sized little band of snow in northern Oklahoma. So I can show you on the radar basically where it runs from. We'll wait for it to switch over here. So yeah, we can bring up even some of the cities. So there's your bigger bands of snow, and it goes all the way almost over into Osage County, but it has passed through Ponca City. The backside seems to be thinning out quite a bit. Let's go to KINX and see what the band looks like from here to there. So I don't think it looks nearly as good as from KTLX. KTLX is probably the more accurate one. That is from Oklahoma City radar, and so I think it gives a better depiction as to how wide the band is. Vance might be a good idea. I mean, that's probably more accurate right there. But the problem is that we don't have the data for the looping pulling off of Vance like that. So we'll pull off of Oklahoma City again, but kind of give you an idea. It is moving off kind of the east and the southeast at the same time. But there's the big cities and stuff like that: Newkirk, Ponca City, Bartlesville. A little south of Bartlesville, maybe a little heavier snow band going through right now, just to the north of Tulsa. Yeah, it's awesome. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see. We're in the big city of Bartlesville. So, how was everybody's day today? Chilly, if you lived in Oklahoma for sure, or Kansas, or Nebraska, or South Dakota, or North Dakota. even Missouri and Arkansas. And maybe even as far south as Texas. Panhandle of Texas is definitely cold. But we're looking good. Looks like the snow maybe will be letting up the further west we go. Look at the snow on that car. They must have just got off of work. Everybody else driving is not having a lot of snow in their vehicles. So those had to be the folks that were parked. And they have a light dusting. A very light dusting. I think after this wave rolls through, as the night goes on, the later that it gets, the less percentage of snow opportunities. It'll get cold on the backside of it. And I think that we actually start to warm up toward the latter part of the week. Appreciate y'all watching, and thank you very much for the likes on those thumbs up. If you haven't joined the live stream, I would invite you to do so. We chase just about a little bit of everything when the opportunity is made present. But fire weather and winter weather and springtime severe weather. We've even gone as far as to go into some hurricanes a long time ago. We would love for you to join in. So hit that like, that share, that subscribe, and that notification bell. Looks like our clouds are increasing in altitude, and therefore the snow opportunities are going to be dwindling down. There may be spotty, patchy areas on our way, light flurries, but the heavy stuff, I think we've already made our trek through. Excuse me. We'll keep the live stream up for just a little while longer. We won't keep you detained for too long, but just wanted to see if indeed that was actually picking up on heavier snow, and it was. So the radar did not lie this time. buttoning my shirt and loosening my tie up. There's another little snow squall over there. I think we can kill the windshield wipers. We're not getting snow enough to make the windshield wet. But yeah, so we're headed back home. We are going to relax. Osage Nation Heritage Trail. If it wasn't so late, we could go through the tall grass prairie and I could show you all some bison, large herds up there. There's no fences on those properties. There are in the borders or boundaries, but everything else is pretty much open range. So they have their feel of wherever they want to go, and it is a large area. If you've never been there, I would highly recommend visiting because it is quite beautiful over there. It is tall grass. There's a few trees. There's some places to have picnics and some information centers. But the big thing is bison. And a lot of them. A great place to go if you have a long-range lens for your camera to take pictures. Some of them walk right across in front of you. I would say that this guy's been out hunting geese. He has all of his decoys and all of that, and he's got his blind in there, setting his boat up. Got a little toasty inside the vehicle. But guys, I think we're coming through another little band of maybe some light snow. For the most part, I think that we're probably safe to go ahead and turn everything off, and I will see you guys on the next adventure. I don't know what probably going to be snow and ice again if we have another opportunity for it. So appreciate everybody for watching. Y'all have a good night, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.